Ow! Why must you abuse me like that? Now you're all frizzy. Yuck. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you because today we're doing a very, I think, interesting video. I saw this video from Billie Eilish that Vanity Fair did where they asked her the same questions 3 years in a row. And while we can't do that, I thought it'd be cool to go back to my very first Q&A on my YouTube channel and answer how I would answer now, 5 years or 4 years, whatever it is. Now, I went back on YouTube and I went to check my very first Q&A, and it actually was when I did my series 30 Before 30, where I did 30 videos before my 30th birthday. And I haven't opened it. I wanted to get the real reaction on camera, so I found it. It's up on my laptop right here. I will be sharing it on the screen so you guys see my reaction, the question, everything, and then I'll go ahead and answer the way I would answer now. Now, like I said, the video is from 30 Before 30, and it was on May 31st, 2016. Holy moly guacamole, I'm so scared. I do have a Q&A before this one, but that one was with Taz, and it was a couples Q&A. I guess I didn't want to do a Q&A by myself for my first one, so I did one with Taz, and if you'd like to see that, let me know and we'll do another video with him and I looking back at our questions and answering them today. Now, before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and subscribe so you never miss a video again. But without further ado, let's just get started. Oh, I'm nervous. Let's just get to it. All right, let's get started. I am so nervous. Here we go. I'm such a joke. The song. So this was 4 years ago. I love this series. All right, let's speed it up here. Nothing's changed clearly. Questions, so obviously we're not gonna do all of them. So I'm just gonna pick a bunch of different ones and try to answer as many as I can. So let's get right to it. Okay, Chelsea is Lovely asks, what is your nationality? Okay, well that stays the same. So my dad's side of the family is Palestinian and Dominican, and my mom's side is Dominican, but I was born in Dominican Republic and we moved to the States when I was 4 years old. All right, that's pretty easy. That doesn't change, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Hey, Noah Fitness asks, what's your favorite recipe out of the following? 1-carb waffle, protein cheesecake, or protein bazooki? I'm gonna have to go with the protein bazooki just because it tastes most like a dessert. Protein waffle is like really good, but it's like my last resort topped with peanut butter. The protein cheesecake is fabulous, but the protein bazooki tastes most like a dessert. It's moist, it's chocolatey, it has the morsels, and then topped with peanut butter. It's just like perfection. Okay, so I really hope that not all these questions are fitness questions because my life is very far from that like competing realm. So to answer this question, 100% bazooki. It didn't taste proteiny at all. I will never have a waffle again. Like a protein waffle. It was an air waffle, let's be honest. Who are we kidding, you know what I mean?
I haven't tried it. I should try it. Sharpay Lean asks, did you make your own training program for the contest?
I'm just gonna go ahead and answer this. No, I did not.
Originally, no. My coach, Will Grazioni, did my macros, my coaching, my training split, and everything. But with my injury slash whatever was going on, I couldn't really train upper body and load myself. So I had to kind of... Waller Natalie, my client, asks, do you think depletion is working well for you? I've never been through depletion.
No.
So I'm not sure. I have nothing to compare it to. So, I mean, I feel tighter. Every day I feel a little tighter.
Your name is Liar. Moving on.
Be Fit asks, are you doing your own makeup for your show or having someone professionally do it?
I really hope these are not all about the show because this is literally annoying. Let's just fast forward. Okay, this is good. Oh, this is a good one. Okay.
Sassy Squats asks, Love you, Yami. If you could change or solve one problem in the world right now, what would it be? And if you could change one thing in the fitness industry, what would it be? Really good questions. I'll answer the fitness one first. If I could change one thing in the fitness industry, I think it would be the misrepresentation of one about us women needing to eat lower calories to achieve our goals. That's one thing. Carbs being bad. Just the over-sexualization of women, and just, yeah. And also, I'm not sure how to put this into words, but like letting people do what they want to do. You know, there are so many different types of workouts, so many different kinds of diets. You know, we have to let people find what they like, find what works for them, and let them do that, because we only get one life and we have to find what we like and just do it. And we have to stop judging and stop criticizing people and just let them do it. It's so easy to judge someone just because, you know, we might not understand what they're doing or why they're doing it, but I think we should just let them live. I traveled abroad after college and I realized, I just like watched people and I just realized that they're just living. And from that month abroad, I came back and I just remember thinking, live and let live. Like, let people do what they want. You do what you want. You do what makes you happy in every aspect of your life, and let people do the same, and you'd be so much happier. In terms of what's one problem I can solve in the world, I think hunger. Poverty and hunger. Living in New York, I saw a lot of homeless people and people that were going days without eating, and that just broke my heart. And if I could help that, I used to give a lot of money away. I mean, I didn't have much, but I would always give like $1 here, $1 there, and my friends would always make fun of me. They're like, "You're gonna go broke if you don't stop." But that just breaks my heart, and I wish I could do something to help the homeless and the people that are going hungry, because it just breaks my heart.
Wow, that's a smart girl. Okay, so can we just say, like, I feel like I was not eating. Like, I feel like I'm speaking a little bit slow here. Like, I'm not, maybe I just wasn't as accustomed to the camera as I am now, but it just feels weird looking at me. But anyway, to answer the question, the first question was what I would change about the fitness industry, or what I answered first, what I would change about the fitness industry. Honestly, the same thing holds true. I think now the only thing I would change is the misinformation that's out on social media, and also the hate on people for training the way they want to, for posting what they want to in terms of workouts. I just feel like a lot of fitness professionals in the industry take Instagram to put other trainers down or other coaches down because they don't see eye to eye on certain things. And that really ticks me off, because you do not have to put anybody down to make yourself shine. I think what I said holds true. Live and let live. You do what you want. Let somebody else do what they want, as long as it's not hurting anybody. And there'll be more love and respect in the world. Now, as far as what I would change in the world, that still holds true. I mean, that's why we give back to Feeding America with Lavavi. I don't think that we had started Lift and Be Lifted just yet, but when Taz and I came up with the idea of Lift and Be Lifted, it was when we were living in New York, and we wanted to give back to the homeless and back to those that were going hungry. So that was the goal ever since we started Lift and Be Lifted, and we brought it all the way into Lavavi. So that's still my goal. It still breaks my heart, and I will try to do whatever I can to help bring that to an end.
Okay, Steph Guz 23 asks, what are some of the jobs you held before starting your own business? Oh, and where can we find you in the Wolf of Wall Street? Okay, so some jobs I've held. I worked at a movie theater concession stand. I was a nanny. I was marketing manager for Fuse, for Muscle Milk. I was a wedding planner. I was a personal trainer at Equinox. I worked at a car dealership. I was a hostess. I did a lot of promo work in New York City. Oh, I was a Red Bull girl in Miami. And I'm sure there are other few ones, but I was in like a telemarketer thing in college. But yeah, those are a few. Then in the Wolf of Wall Street, you can find me pretty much in all of the office scenes. Jonah Hill slaps my ass in one of the scenes.
Okay, I'm pausing this because so all those jobs still remain true. Nothing has changed. But about Wolf of Wall Street, I have been thinking about making a sit-down video about that experience when Jonah Hill slapped my butt. So if you guys want me to do a sit-down video on that, comment down below and I'll get it to you guys.
And yeah, I have really big poofy hair, and yeah, that was a fun little gig that I did. Nadine Burgermeister asks, how was the 10K challenge? The 10K challenge was fantastic. Not really, but I want to do it again and go for 15K.
No, I don't.
Lindsay asks, where did you and Taz meet?
New York.
Where?
At work in New York.
We met at Equinox.
Equinox in New York at work.
All for Muscles asks, what is your body fat percentage? Currently, it's about 17%, which I'm very proud of since a year and a half ago, I was at 26.3. Wow, body fat, huh? We're talking about that. Yeah, I think now I'm at like 20 something for sure. 28 maybe. I haven't checked in a long time, but also don't care, so.
Ali10 Ambriz asks, how long have you been fasting, and do you see that with fasting you feel leaner?
Good question.
Well, I first started doing intermittent fasting when I met Taz, my boyfriend, but I stopped because it didn't really,
Hold please, Taz wants me to unlock the door. I'm just gonna skip this one because, again, I don't think prep questions or dieting questions are relevant right now.
Ashley Naftali Fitness asks, you are absolutely stunning. Well, thanks. What has been your go-to meal during prep?
Bruh. You can see how my life revolved around prep here. It's so disturbing. All right. Which body muscle have you seen the most improvement on? Moving on. How often do you train abs? Oh my gosh. I can't be too hard on myself. I was solely just fitness. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, here we go.
Fitness asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And when should we expect the shirts to be shipped? Love you tons. All right, first things first, shirts. We should have the shirts in this week, hopefully. Our supplier is taking his sweet time. We had a little bit of issue with him, but things are solved, and we should get the shirts in this week. Hopefully, we will get the shirts out to you guys this week, if in fact the shirts come in this week. But if not, next week the latest. But you each will get an email confirmation when the shirts get shipped. So thank you so much for your patience. And the second question, where do I see myself in 5 years? This has always been the hardest question for me to answer because I never know. And if you would have asked me that 5 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be here. So where I see myself 5 years from now, that would put me at what, 35? Hopefully I'm married, I think. And maybe with kids. Married with kids. I don't know where I want to live just yet. Taz and I want to do a lot of traveling to figure out where we want to settle. We're thinking about opening up a gym at some point. What I do know is that I want to be happy, whatever that means. I want to be close to my family and friends, and yeah, just happy. I want to be successful in whatever it is that I am doing, whatever it is that makes me happy. Whether it be fitness, whether it be baking, whether it be modeling again, whether it be, I don't know. My thought process always has been, if you're not happy doing what it is you're doing, you stop. And I have been known to do that. And so, you know, if I'm not happy doing fitness, I will stop. I'm not tied down to anything. So as of right now, I do see myself doing fitness for a very long time, and I do see myself competing. I have been enjoying the process, and I do want to see how far I can go. Do I have dreams of competing and trying to go pro? Maybe. Do I have dreams of being on the Olympia stage? Maybe. Is it my number one dream? Not as of right now, but who knows? My number one dream in 5 years is to be ultimately happy and hopefully building a family and settling somewhere and having a home and a house, because that is one of my goals. I do want to have a really, really, really nice house. Cecilia.
Okay, so a lot to answer about that. I don't even remember what I said, but I think a lot of that was pretty accurate. I still want to be happy doing whatever it is that I'm doing. I still have about 2 years until I hit the 5 year mark that the question was talking about, but I think definitely for sure a house, and that's definitely on our way. We are going to get married next year, so that's pretty accurate. We are looking to buy a house here in Houston. Again, we don't know if we're going to stay here forever, but right now that's what we've decided to call home. So it's so interesting that she said about, you know, if I'm not happy doing fitness, then I'll stop. And I haven't really stopped doing fitness, but I've definitely taken a step back, where fitness is no longer my entire life. It does not consume my life. It's part of my life. Yes, it creates balance in my life, and it has been my vehicle to helping people, which is my ultimate passion. I did an interview for the magazine last week, and I said that, and I was like, whoa, that's actually 100% accurate, and I never thought about it that way, where fitness was my vehicle of helping people, and that vehicle can change down the line, but right now, and where I was 5 years ago or 4 years ago, that was the vehicle, and still is the vehicle, but it's just not as concentrated in fitness. And now where I see myself in 5 years, that'll put me at what, 37? 37. I would love Lavavi to be a freestanding company. I would love it to be much bigger than me. I would love to maybe be pregnant by that point. I think by that point I would love to have at least one baby. And have maybe 2 homes at that point. Maybe the first home was the investment home, and then we're moving into the second home. I've got big plans now. I feel like I'm at a point where I have laid a foundation for something and that I can build up on. So I think for where I see myself in 5 years is literally starting a family, having Lavavi be my source of income, have it be my company, having a team of people helping me run the company, and making it sustainable on its own. Yeah.
Celia CMG asks, would love to know more about the non-fitness part of your life. What did you study?
Finally, someone wants to know the non-fitness part of my life.
What jobs have you had? My life goals. What are my hobbies? Okay, so.
Why am I whispering?
I studied hospitality management. Jobs I already answered. My life goals, my ultimate life goal is to just be happy. And my hobbies, baking is my #1 hobby. Dancing, I don't do much anymore. And my other hobbies, besides fitness, eating, trying to make my macros fit.
How sad is that? My hobby was trying to make my macros fit. Ay, ay, ay. You're cute. I always say that if you have something interests you, you should try it out. Because you never know, right? But this was something that I definitely tried out. I enjoyed it for the time being, but it's never something that was going to be long term. When you're in a competition mode, that's all you see. But once you get a little bit of a feeling of what life is like, I mean, for me anyway, there's no way I can do that again. But my ultimate life goal is just to be happy, and that still holds true, whatever that is, whatever that means, to just be happy. And my hobbies, honestly, right now are bettering myself and bettering or learning more about the business side of things and the entrepreneur side of things, because Lavavi has literally become everything that I want to grow, and I just want to keep learning more about it to make that business grow and make that business successful. Hobbies also include serving at my church, hanging out with my pups and Taz, and I do want to get back into dancing. Gil Tavares asks, late question, but have you thought about post-comp, your plans, any other shows in line this year? Yes. So after my first show, I'm gonna skip that question. Gonna skip this. Actually, no, let's keep this one. What's the hardest part?
The fact that I got injured, or that I couldn't really do the plan that I was supposed to do. I couldn't load. I couldn't do what coach wanted me to do. So I had to kind of readjust my mindset and kind of, I'm trying to concentrate and kind of just work around my issues and my injury, and kind of, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, stop. I need to answer the question. All right. I'm trying to be fun and creative, and I can't even answer the question. And I had to kind of decide that I wanted to continue to prep with whatever was going on, and kind of refocus and tell myself that I could do it regardless of whatever was going on, and find ways around my situation. So once I got past that.
All right. I think the hardest part of prep was prep.
Danielle Helene asks, what is your best tip for staying confident in a world where everyone compares themselves against others? Much love. You can do it 8 days. Okay, well, my biggest tip is just don't. I know it's really hard because, with Instagram and social media, everyone's posting their best self always, and it's very hard to just not do it. I know it's easier said than done, but you want to just focus on yourself, focus on bettering yourself, going a little bit further than you were the day before, if that makes sense. So just try to be better than you were the day before. There, that's better. Bling.
Yes. But I think now I have come to a point where if I, you know, can't stop comparing myself for whatever reason, I just unfollow them on Instagram or mute them because I'm a people pleaser and I don't want anybody to feel bad. So if I unfollow someone, I feel bad because they'll find out that I unfollowed them. So I don't care anymore because my priority is myself, how I feel, my mental health, and I've come to the realization that you need to do things you don't want to do sometimes to make sure that you are healthy and that you're doing good and that you're not letting anything come between you and your health. So I guess that's my number one tip. If anything is making you feel less than, or if you're comparing yourself, you know, get it out. You need to do what's best for yourself.
Blynn Rees asked, kids, marriage?
Maybe?
That is it, guys.
Kids, marriage, yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. It's funny to see how far we've come. All right, guys, that's all the questions from that video, and I'm kind of sad about it because it's not as good as I thought it would be. I know that I've answered some pretty deep questions in the past couple of years, and apparently that video is not one of them. I realized that video is, I was 8 days out from my first competition, and so everything that was on my mind was fitness. So if you'd like me to do this again with a different Q&A or with Taz, let me know below. I'd be happy to do that because I feel like there's much better questions that I could have answered. And honestly, I don't want to say that it's sad that that's all I was thinking about because that was a period in my life that I went through and I don't regret it at all. But that's why my life has changed so drastically because fitness was my entire life and that's no longer what it is. I think fitness has its part in my life, yes, and that's what I want to portray moving forward, that fitness does not have to consume your life for you to be healthy, for you to look good, for you to feel good. It could just be part of your life and you are able to enjoy the rest of your life without worrying that you're going to lose or gain or whatever. So that's it, guys. If you've been around since way back then, let me know below because some of the names I've recognized and I've seen you guys through the years and I'm so thankful for you guys for sticking around and just supporting me for everything, really. And again, I'll tell you, it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do this again with other questions, let me know. Or with Taz in our very first couples Q&A that we did on my YouTube channel, let me know. And we'd love to do that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.